This weekend is set to make space travel history. Virgin Galactic is preparing for its first fully crewed space flight this Sunday. The launch site is not too far away from the borderland either. And if everything goes as planned, it will be the first time a billionaire goes to space, won't be the last. Richard Branson is that billionaire, and tonight ABC-7 is going to break down the plan for this exciting launch.
So let's start with the launch site, Spaceport America. It's significant for the borderland region because it really is in our backyard. It's southeast of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, as you can see right there on this map. It is about 60 miles north of Las Cruces and only about 100 miles north of El Paso. Now here's a look at the launch facility. It's surrounded by the southern New Mexico desert. Doña Ana and Sierra counties have both paid millions of dollars to construct the building, which is owned by the state. Private companies like Virgin Galactic can pay to use it.
Officials say Doña Ana County taxpayers have contributed more than $90 million to pay off this building over a 12-year period. However, Spaceport America will be closed to the public Sunday, so you won't be able to drive there and watch the launch up close. Virgin Galactic is going to stream it live, and we'll be showing it to you on air. But let's talk now about the actual space flight. Want to see that plane that you're looking at right now? That's the VMS Eve. The VMS Eve, or mothership, carries the other one, the VSS Unity, which is the one in the middle. It's right there where it says Virgin, right there. The VSS Unity is the one that carries the crew. We'll tell you why it's two space planes in a moment. I want to first show you the VSS Unity by itself. It's also known as a Spaceship 2 spacecraft. That's the model's name. It's been in space 3 times these past few years, but without a full crew.
And you may be wondering what it looks like inside. Take a look at your screen. As you can see, it's really built to enjoy space. It has several windows on the sides and top. This is video from a previous space flight, and here's what the pilots see from the cockpit. They have a breathtaking view of space and Earth. The VSS Unity can fly between 50 and 60 miles above ground level. It's capable of carrying up to 8 people, including 2 pilots and 6 passengers. So let's now get into who's going to be enjoying this space trip. One of the crew members is billionaire Richard Branson. He founded Virgin Galactic in 2004. The company aims to provide private space flights to people who can afford them. The VSS Unity will be piloted by Dave McKay and Michael Masucci. 4 mission specialists will also be on board, and they include Beth Moses, Colin Bennett, and Surisha Bandla. All of them work at Virgin Galactic. And now let's get to the launch, which is expected to happen at 7 a.m. Sunday.
Now this will not be a traditional liftoff in the sense that the front of the spacecraft is not pointing up like NASA's shuttles do. Instead, the spaceship, as you see here, takes off just like a traditional plane on a runway. The mothership takes about 45 minutes to cruise along and slowly climb with VSS Unity. After it reaches about 45,000 feet, what you see there happens. The VMS Eve drops the VSS Unity. It'll rocket at more than 3 times the speed of sound, about 2,300 miles per hour. At the top of the flight path, Branson and his fellow passengers will experience weightlessness for a few minutes and an amazing view of space, as you see here. At the end of the day, this is just a test for space tourism in the future. Virgin Galactic says that Branson's job will be to use his observations from his flight training and space flight experience to enhance the journey for all future astronaut customers. After all that's done, the VSS Unity will go back to Earth. It will land at Spaceport America, and the whole thing from liftoff to landing is expected to last about an hour and a half.
As we get closer to the launch date and witnessing history, we can't move forward without looking back at exactly how we got here. ABC-7's JC Navarrete takes us back in time through Virgin Galactic's journey and the relationship that they've built with the borderland. And JC, it's hard to believe that it's been 17 years since Virgin Galactic was founded.
That's right, Steph. I think I was actually in elementary school when Sir Richard Branson announced space tourism. Now, in the near 20-year history of Virgin Galactic, there have been several key moments that have shaped the fate of this company. It hasn't always been a smooth ride for Richard Branson and Virgin Galactic, but come Sunday, they're poised to make history. Before Virgin Galactic and Sir Richard Branson can make history in space, we have to look back at how this came to be. A partnership between an English magnate and the land of enchantment.
I've been looking forward to it for 17 years. I only allowed myself to get excited about 2 or 3 days ago when guy in charge of engineering rang me up and said every box has been ticked.
It was in 2004 when Branson founded Virgin Galactic. At the time, this was his vision, saying in part, quote, "We hope to create thousands of astronauts over the next few years and bring alive their dream of seeing the majestic beauty of our planets from above, the stars in all their glory, and the amazing sensation of weightlessness." In December 2005, the state of New Mexico officially offered Virgin Galactic a taxpayer-funded facility, which ultimately became Spaceport America. After years of construction and delays, Virgin Galactic was finally off the ground in July of 2010, when the VSS Enterprise spent more than 6 hours in the air. While the promise of commercial spaceflight seemed to be looking up, not everything went to plan. On October 31st, 2014, tragedy struck during the fourth rocket-powered flight when the incident killed co-pilot Michael Asbury and injured pilot Peter Seibold. An investigation by the NTSB determined human error to be the cause of the deadly wreck. Virgin pushed through the tragedy when it saw its Spaceship Two vehicle take off for the first time since that deadly crash. That spaceship flew up to 50,000 feet and flew for nearly 4 hours, putting Virgin Galactic back on track. Most recently, in February of 2021, the company announced it had plans to take its first tours to space in early 2022. In May of this year, test flight of VMS Eve and VSS Unity's first ever spaceflight from Spaceport America achieved a speed of Mach 3, reaching space at an altitude of 55.5 miles. The FAA gave Virgin Galactic the green light just last month when they approved their full commercial launch license. 17 years later, through many accomplishments and setbacks, Virgin Galactic is poised to make history, and Branson is all for it. It, of course, has been a long journey for Virgin Galactic and the state of New Mexico. It all comes to a head this Sunday morning. Question is, will any of us here in this studio ever be in space? Time to start saving. Eric, as I told you earlier today, the good news is I'm almost done paying off my car. So that's a couple $100 a month there I could start saving.
A couple $100, just got to get up to 250,000 and you'll be good to go.
That's
and wait in a line of about 700 people, including the likes of Tom Hanks and Lady Gaga.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Remember that ABC7 is the channel to watch for complete live coverage of the Virgin Galactic launch. We're bringing it to you on Good Morning El Paso weekend this Sunday. We're going to be on air from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. The launch is expected to begin at 7 a.m. As we told you a moment ago, it takes about an hour and a half, so we'll be on through the duration. Remember, you can also watch it on KVI.com. Join me, Stephanie, and many other members of the ABC7 team to bring you this historic event.